everybody, and welcome back to the Fox Shop. And today we're going to be taking a look at this 1990 Ford F350 7.3 IDI Diesel, doing a little bit of talking about that. But first I have got to show out here. I got the green truck sitting here. But what a gorgeous day we're having for December, what is this, December 5th. We're at almost 50 degrees, grass is still green. It's supposed to be almost 60 in just a few days. What's going on here? I'm not gonna complain, but I imagine we're gonna pay for this before too long. Anyway, we'll get back here in the shop. I do have the heater turned on, warmed up just a little bit in here, but what's going on here with the 1990, the F350 here? I did pick up this fender yesterday off of a guy. He lives about roughly an hour and a half northwest of me. And I was gonna go up there and pick it up off of him last night. He lives just north of where I pick up my daughter for the weekend, but he was just happening to come down to Des Moines. I believe he is going down southeast of Des Moines. He redoes old Ford tractors too, and there was some rare, I can't remember what it was, something he said really hard to find that they were going down and looking at. So he went ahead and he brought this down. We met in a town not too far away from me, about 10 minutes away. 30 bucks for a rust-free right front fender for this rusty truck. And it really is in pretty good shape. Came off of an F-150, said it was two-wheel drive, so probably hasn't seen near as much salt and mud and that kind of stuff as a four-wheel drive. We'll take a look at the inside of it. And that's what I was really concerned about, was the inside, especially right up along underneath here, and there's no rust at all up underneath there. Only place there is a little bit, and it's not bad, is like right up in here. Might be some back in there, but it's mostly just like the paint is flaked off and a little bit of surface rust. If I can spin around to the other side, not sure how good my lighting is here. I don't care if I scratch it up a little bit, that's fine, but I mean, all this is good. Not sure what it's like underneath the chrome piece there, but you can see here, yeah, there's some surface rust. Metal still, thick there. That should sand out, bend back into place real easy. Same down there. There's just really not much there. I don't think there's any problem back up behind here. Don't know, but I thought for $30, I'm gonna take it, take a chance. I can't get a front fender. It's gonna cost me $50 at the salvage yard, and the aftermarket price for these fenders is, I just looked it up. I wrote it down. Let's see. What do we have here? The fenders, fenders. Hold on. Yeah, fenders, if you can see that right there. $120 a piece. And they aren't the quality of a factory-made Ford fender. I have used them in the past, like the flare side I used them. Turned out great. I used them on the Bronco. The driver's side, it fit up real nice. Passenger side I had a little bit of an issue with, and the quality just isn't quite as good. But here in Iowa, where they throw salt everywhere they possibly can in the wintertime, you just can't find rust-free. For what you can, I found them for the green truck, but it took me a year to find front fenders for the green truck. And I wasn't going to put aftermarket fenders on that. I've owned that truck since it was brand new. It means a lot to me. I wanted Ford factory fenders on that, so I kept looking and looking and looking. I finally found them one day. I went to the salvage yard over my lunch hour when I was working down in Des Moines, and they had just put a truck out, had nice clean front fenders on it, and I took the afternoon off, grabbed some tools, went and got the fenders, and that's where those came from, but it took me a year to find those things. So kind of took a little bit of a chance on this really super nice guy. We stood around and talked about trucks for a long time. He redoes some of these trucks himself, has a couple nice looking trucks. I was hoping he was gonna drive, I think it's an Arrow nose, it might have been a brick nose. I'd have to look again. It's a white truck, lowered, really nice looking truck. and he's rebuilding a 351 engine for that, doing some modifications to it and so forth. It's not done yet. I was hoping he was going to drive that truck, but he didn't. But anyway, super nice guy. I really appreciate it that you know, for 30 bucks, you can't go wrong for $30. If it turns out that it's all rusted out underneath that chrome piece, which I don't believe it is, I'm really not out anything. So I think I have the right front fender for that. If anybody is in Iowa, especially the central Iowa area, or up kind of northwest Iowa, up towards Sioux City, up around that area, and if you run across a left-hand front fender for a 87 through 91 Ford truck, rust-free, let me know. My email is down in the description below, and contact me on that. Let me know what's going on. Also contacted a guy. They go down south and they pick up truckloads of beds that are rust-free. They bring them back up to Iowa. I contacted him. Yeah, they want $800 to $1,200 for a bed, and I don't know on that. Been thinking about putting a flatbed on this. This bed's shot. Just not going to be able to fix that. We're going to take a better look at the bottom of it here in a second. I'm going to pull the doors out of this. We're going to take a look at them. One thing on these doors, somebody commented, well, I commented in my last video that I like the style of mirrors that are on my green truck, those, whatever they call them, paddle mirrors, I think. And I don't know why, I like them, that style of mirror. But somebody commented that it would look right with keeping this style of mirror on there. I don't think this mirror came on here, because this, I don't believe this is factory. I used to have mirrors that bolted up into here. I think like what were on the Bronco, not extremely hard to come by. They make aftermarket ones too as well, so that's probably what I'll put on it, because these doors that's what they're set up for. I can tell this door right here, they all look pretty good from where I can see. It's got a little ding in it right there. That'd be absolutely nothing to fix. They do have, at least the front doors have bed liner on the bottom. Not sure how easy that's gonna be to get off of there. If anybody knows how to take that off, relatively easy, comment down below. But I think the doors are in good shape. We're gonna pull them out of here and look at the inside of them. I'm gonna line them up outside. I'm gonna move the green truck out, get the doors out. We'll take a look at them, because I really haven't moved them since this truck showed up several months ago. So we're gonna do that, take a look at the inside of the bed. But first, I have to get the green truck moved out. So I've got the fenders taken out of the back of this thing, and as you can tell, yeah, the bed of this truck is shot. Could it be fixed? Yeah, anything could be fixed, but I mean, it's got some major damage in it, and I imagine some of this other metal isn't very thick. Both wheel wells would need work. That over there is not going to fix this bed, I can tell you that. And plus, some of the supports underneath are just totally shot. The frame on this truck, the frame on it looks pretty good. I mean, she's got the surface rust on it. You probably can't see underneath there. She's got surface rust on her. It's not as bad as my green truck was. Get the bed off of this thing and take a needle scaler to that, get her all prepped up and painted like I did on the green truck. She'd be good to go. But anyway, I'll take a look at these doors. The doors, I think, are in pretty good shape. Little surface rust here, not a big deal. That will sand right out, not a problem. That's nothing. Bottoms of them look good. Little spot right there, that can be sanded out. Not a deal at all. Little scuffy there. not a big deal. I think they're in pretty good shape. And these back doors, I imagine they're a little difficult to find. I could tell, I think it was this door, standing over here, yeah. You can see she's got a little bit of a dent in her. Right, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's right in here. It looks like this body line is straight. Well, maybe not perfect. She's got a little bit of a dent right there, a little bit right there. That's what I can see right away. But other than that, looks like it's pretty good. That wouldn't be hard to fix. I think this one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, it's got the same thing. Little bit of a dent right there. Little dent there. That body line, that actually looks really good. So that wouldn't be a big deal. So a little bit right there, right there. It's got like a door ding down here. That's not a big deal. A little scuff there. That'd have to be sanded out. But other than that, they look pretty darn decent. Weather stripping, trim, whatever you call this piece. Yeah, this one's shot. That'd have to be replaced. Same with this one. The rear ones aren't terrible, but there are some cracks in them. I don't know how easy those are to find. And these don't have any glass in them. I just carried them out here. I haven't really looked at the inside of them. Looks like they're pretty good. Look at the bottom. Yeah, the bottom looks great. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but oh, the bottom looks real good. Top looks good. Take a look at this one. I imagine it's the same. Yep, she's in good shape. Stay. And the front doors, I think they're okay too. A lot heavier than those back doors. Let's take a look here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. They got darn, I'm gonna lay it down. Got all this undercoating and crap down here. I think it's okay though. I don't see any major rustage or anything going on. Just don't know how easy that's going to be to get off there. I may just have to sand it all off or something. I don't know if there's a chemical that might take that off. Might as well take a look at this one too. Yeah, same way. Wish they hadn't have done that. They look like they're straight. I don't see any major corrosion area. As far as the glass not being in those, luckily I do have good glass in these. And the rear windows on these, you know, they're all manual. Both sides work great, so I have all the mechanisms inside the doors. The panels inside this truck are good, so they could be transferred over. This weather stripping isn't exactly the greatest either. It catches on the front fender. But the interior panels, they're in good shape, so they could be transferred over to those doors without a problem. Just have to paint the inside of those doors. Reason this catches on the fender, I believe, is because it needs a new radiator support. It's not horrible, but let's see, where's it bolted in down there? Yeah, right. If you can see down in there, she's all rusted out. This side's actually a little worse than this side, I think. Where's it at? I think it's down underneath here, but needs new radiator support, which I believe they just started making again. I looked it up, and through LMC Truck anyway, radiator support's about $190. It says without air conditioning, and this truck has air conditioning. I don't really give a crap if it has air conditioning or not. We can delete that, make it work, whatever. But probably need a new radiator support. So right now, well, I'm gonna show you a little bit more. And I think I kind of showed this before, but the rocker panel on like this front section here, heck, it's good as could be up here. Back here, just a little bit of surface rust, so that's not a problem. Back here though, on both sides, it's about the same. This up here, got some good solid metal there, that can be saved. This back here though, yeah, she's a little smushy. Put this foam stuff in here and it collects moisture, and yeah, that's a shot. Now I believe if I get, I'm not certain, but I think the rocker panel, since this is a crew cab, if I get the rocker panel just for a regular cab, I could probably cut it off in here somewhere and, you know, cut all this out and weld it in back here along with the cab corner that is totally shot. So get two rockers. Rockers, they don't cost that much. Have to get two of them. The rockers, I looked them up. They're about 50 bucks a piece, and really that's about all she needs body wise. The hood I think I can save. It's not 100% perfect. It does have, like I've shown before, it does have well, I can't really see, but I think it's got a little bit of rustage up underneath here. It's got a lot of stone chips on the front, but I think you could probably sand this all down and make it work. And I'm telling you guys, doing this truck, she's not gonna be a show truck, but she'll be darn good looking when done. And by the looks of things, not gonna cost a whole heck of a lot. Paint is probably gonna be the most expensive thing. I have primer, I have clear, just the color. If I do happen to get a bed redoing the whole thing, I don't know if a gallon of paint, I doubt that would do it. Probably have to get 2 gallons of paint, or at least 1.5 gallons. If I end up getting a flatbed, a gallon would do, you know, do this. But she does have, I reached up under here, you know, this floorboard, you probably can't see, but she's got some floor issues, and I fixed those before. Not hard to do. I actually think they're easier to patch in than trying to get a whole new floor panel. You can patch those in pretty well, so probably what I would do. And other than that interior, I kind of cleaned it up in here, if you can see. Didn't try real hard, but she cleans up pretty good. And just the rip in the driver's seat, so I don't know, either find a new seat or a seat cover. I don't know what it would cost to get it reupholstered. I don't know. Like I said, we're not going to build a show truck, but I think it could be a pretty darn nice looking truck to run down the road. Not real sure when I'm going to get started on it, and the reason for that being is I can drive this truck. I mean, she's drivable right now. Drives frickin' amazing. You know, I don't want to take my green truck out in any kind of salt or crap like that. It's been 5 or 6 years since I redid that truck, and she hasn't seen salt. Hanging tough, frame still looks good, body's good. She's doing quite well. I'd like to build a truck that I'm not afraid to drive out in the crud. You find a new home there, Cat, you're not gonna sit there. So, you know, looking to make this truck look good, do everything I can, but at the same time, make it drivable in the winter time. What I would really like to, well, what I've thought about doing is getting a plow for the front of this thing, just to plow out my own driveway. My dad comes over, he has a plow for one of his trucks, and he'll come over and do that, but it'd be nice to have my own. She does need new wheels and tires. If I don't do a lift or anything and put the same size tires on it, that's not terrible. I don't know, that's down the road, guys. She does leak a little bit of oil. You can see under here, she's been, well, hold on, let me get a light. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Light, what do I do with my light? She's been sitting here for a week and a half. I don't know if you can see that, but that's all she's leaked out, and I guess that's not too uncommon for these old 7.3 trucks. Something I'm probably really not gonna worry too much about. The exhaust, yeah, she's been cut off. I need to just get that out of there. I have some exhaust parts. I could probably fix that and reattach it, but not high on the priority list right now. The springs on it and everything look good. The shocks are shot. Like I said, the springs, yeah, they're a little, they got surface rust on them, but yeah, the shocks, I don't know how long those things have been on. They're like rusted out, so need new shocks and stuff like that, but nothing too major, and I think we'd have a pretty darn cool truck. You don't see very many of these crew cab brick nose trucks running around, or at least I don't, not around here. Maybe they're more popular somewhere else, but I haven't seen another one around here. I have seen the arrow nose, but not these, and not very many of those either. Also guys, it is the holiday season. Christmas is here almost. If you're looking for anything, anybody who watches my channel, or you yourself that watch my channel, looking for any merchandise, should be a banner underneath my video. I'll put a link down below as well. You can pick up hoodies. They're nice and soft and comfy. Several different styles on those. Channel stickers and stuff are down there as well. So if you're interested in any of that kind of thing, that'll be down below in the description. And like I said, there should be a banner across the bottom. And I believe, what's his name? Ontario Rednecks. Rednecks with 3 X's on the end. Not sure what's going on there. I'm not going to ask. But yeah, he thought this bodywork back here was just seamless. Just, I think all I have to do, is flake off some of this paint here, like that. We'll just, you know, that's all it takes, is just a little bit like that. Yeah, pretty much done. Doesn't take very long. I mean, all we had to do is knock a little bit of that paint off. I think he's right. It's pretty much seamless. Just, you know, a little Rust-Oleum on here. Perfect match. We'll just cover this up with some Rust-Oleum paint. Nice heavy coat. And I think from about 200 feet away, she'd look perfect. Maybe I don't need to replace the doors on this. What do you think? Comment down below. If you would, give this video a big old thumbs up. Comments go down below. Hit that subscribe button with a little notification bell. That way you always know when I upload a video. Check out my barbecue channel, The Fox Shop BBQ, linked down below. And we'll catch you next time.